Hi there, John here from Unified CRM. Today I'm going to show you how you can use Clay and Unified CRM to run your entire GTM stack, just two tools. Let me show you how. What I've done is I've used Clay to match my ICP and then find a large number of new leads that match my particular company ICP. And I'm using Clay to enrich things like work email, LinkedIn address, and that kind of thing. It's really simple to do. The next thing I'm going to do is warm up those leads by creating some Clay email sequences built into Clay, and I'll show you how that works. Okay, now I've got those leads, I've set up a very simple flow inside Clay. It's taking those leads that I've found, and what it's doing is creating a new email campaign. And from here, I can populate all of those fields. I can create an email sequence and I can start to create those specific messages to be sent out to individual leads to kind of warm them up, talk a little bit about what we're doing as a company. If I get positive interest from sending out one of those email sequences inside Clay, I'm then using my Unified CRM new lead template, which exists inside Clay. And what that's doing is every time somebody shows interest via email responses, it then creates that lead inside Unified CRM, and I can run the entire relationship from that point all the way through to closing the deal, customer success, and so on. Let me show you how you can do everything else inside Unified CRM. Now I have new leads inside Unified CRM. I'm using the AI agent inside Unified CRM to track sentiment, buying signal, objections, interests, and propose next steps. All of this is done inside Unified CRM. The reason we can do this is we have our own AI agent orchestrator built inside Unified CRM called Milo. So Milo has lots of different agents it runs in the background to do account research, call transcription, sentiment analysis, and so on. So once you have that new lead, you can enrich that lead inside Unified CRM and build up a very strong idea about their level of engagement and also their sentiment. Once I've converted a lead to an opportunity inside Unified CRM, I can manage the various stages of that pipeline. I can report on that pipeline through my built-in reporting, and it acts like a standard CRM system. So all of that information is kept in one place. Now I have that enriched lead inside Unified CRM. All engagement and emailing and toing and froing can happen inside the platform. So you can see here, I can see all the activities of this particular user. I can see all the emails that they sent previously. And of course, I can send them emails from inside Unified CRM. Everything's tracked, everything's recorded, and all of that sentiment is built up using the Milo AI agent. This is where it gets really interesting. Unified CRM is the only CRM that invites your customers in, which means you can chat to them in real time inside the platform. One thing you can do, which is really useful, is you can create a workspace for each individual customer. The workspace is part of Unified CRM that the customer sees and that you can interact with them through. So here I can see that there's a partner online. I can chat to them in real time, but also I can jump directly into their workspace. So this is what the customer sees. I can see who's online right now. I can look at their sentiment. I can see the workspace they're in. And obviously all the call recordings, all the meeting notes, they're all stored securely inside Unified CRM. One of the biggest problems with CRMs today is they're not really designed for engaging and collaborating with your internal team and also with your customers. So here you can see I've started a live video huddle with a customer and I've shared an asset in their workspace with them. So rather than having to jump from your CRM to a whole range of different engagement tools, everything's built in. I've gone from seeing that a customer's online, I've jumped into their workspace, I've started a video huddle with them, and I've shared an asset to present. And of course, I can also record that video, and all of that data is enriched and analyzed using Milo. So we're always up to date with the customer sentiment with suggestions about what to do next. It gets even better than that, though. So one of the other things I can do is during a live huddle with a customer inside Unified CRM, I can share records with them. So here I've shared this document that I want to work on with them. And you can see that you can actually live edit and collaborate with customers with documents inside Unified CRM. So it's not just a back office CRM. It's a way to engage customers in real time, to talk about proposals, to work on proposals, to add comments, build trust, and move that deal along quickly. While we're working on this document, I can even request that the customer signs it in real time by inserting a signature block. And then once I've selected the person I want to have it signed by, I can just send it for signature and the client can sign it in real time. So you can see you can go from a cold lead to engaging them, enriching that data, inviting them to a workspace, jumping on a video huddle, collaborating with them in live chat, sharing documents, and even requesting signature. And that's a beautiful thing about Unified CRM. It's not just a back office data management platform, it's an entire customer collaboration platform built in one. It's often hard to know how well you're performing when it comes to sales engagement with customers. Luckily, we have Milo, built-in AI agent. Milo records all of your video calls. It discusses which topics were covered. It suggests next steps for you to follow that deal along. We also provide coaching. So not only do we provide feedback on things like questioning techniques and active listening, we also use Milo AI agent to suggest what you could do next to move that deal along. Not only that, but we align with various sales frameworks like MEDDIC and BANT, so you can score yourself about whether you're really focusing on the key aspects of moving that deal along. And of course, every single thing that's said is recorded in the platform, the talk time, the level of engagement of your customer. So you have this incredible archive building up that gives you an entire insight into that relationship with all of those people over an extended period of time. Unlike most CRMs, Unified CRM doesn't just speak text and numbers. It also has deep insights into the sentiment of your customers and every single engagement you've ever had, whether it's every word spoken, their mood, their views, their opinions, using AI to suggest what to do next. Everything's indexed inside your CRM. Let me give you an example. I want to find every place and every call where somebody's mentioned the word Norway. I can simply search here, and I want to specifically search across transcripts. There you go. It's that easy. I can find every single video call where somebody has mentioned the word Norway, and I can go to that point in the video to see where that word was mentioned. Contract renewal, payment, pricing, you name it. Every single word ever spoken to your customers is indexed and searchable within the platform. Let me show you one more really cool aspect of Unified CRM. If I click here, I can go to notifications. And then down here, I can set up very specific notification rules. And in this case, I'm going to create a rule that says whenever a field is updated in opportunity, send a message outside Unified CRM through a webhook. So you can integrate with NA10, you can integrate with Clay, you can integrate with Zapier. So it's a totally open platform. Not only can you get an early lead from Clay, use Clay to warm up that lead, the entire relationship can be managed from that point forward inside Unified CRM. And of course, it's an open system because you can track every specific event type and notify other systems as things happen inside Unified CRM. And there you have it. We've used Clay to find new leads that match our ICP. We've enriched them, we've set up a Clay email sequence, and once we've had interest from those individual email recipients, we've used the Clay integration to create a new lead inside Unified CRM. Everything else from communication, collaboration, pipeline management, reporting, AI-driven agentic analysis, customer workspaces, video huddles, video call recording, coaching, everything is built into the same platform, even live document editing and document signatures. You can run your entire GTM cycle through Clay and Unified CRM. Thank you for watching.